Hello everybody. So welcome to my organic workshop for beginners. And we're on live. And I'm waiting for my friend. Hey.
Are
Hello.
you there?
Wow, so sexy. Oh my goodness.
Can see me?
Yes, I can see
Okay.
you.
Sorry. First time doing this. I have no clue.
It's okay. Oh my god, I love your eye makeup. My god, you look so sexy today.
Heading out after.
Ah, okay. That's a good thing, good timing.
Yay, yay.
Hey.
So
So
I
this
thought
is your
I'd beautify and glamorize for you.
I know, right? I'm a bit oily today because it's my brother and my sister-in-law's birthday. So,
Ah,
yes, I'm at their home, so you can see the
uh-huh.
lovely background over there. So
Ah,
both of them are 41 years old.
wow. Time
Yes.
flies.
No, I'm much older, but it's okay. Let's not talk about my age.
But you still look fabulous. That's all that matters.
Oh, yes, yes, for sure. Okay, thank you very much for agreeing to come online. So I do this
My pleasure.
weekly every Thursday. So it's called Organic Beauty Workshop for beginners. So
Okay.
it's really super basic. So I've been talking about other things. Oh, Sharifa, you look fabulous. Hi, Jack. Oh, she's online. Yeah. So okay, so
Mm-hmm.
I've been talking about like mental wellness, beauty, about well-being, and about relationships. So everything to do with life and being healthy and happy and all that. So I've been looking for someone who would like to speak on, the aesthetic part, like how you really make yourself look gorgeous. No, so I thought that the perfect person is you.
Oh.
Yes, yes, yes. So for those who are here, so this is my very cute girlfriend. Her name is Karen. So Karen, perhaps you can introduce yourself first.
Hello, everybody. I am Karen. I've been in the beauty industry for 28 years now. Still loving it. I do basically services for makeup and hair, as well as I provide training for both personal and corporate companies. So we do seminars and workshop and all, and that's how I met you. We collaborated.
Yes, we've known each other for quite some time right now, right?
Yes,
Please do next topic, how to do eye makeup. Wow, Vita's mask. Oh, oh yeah, I know, right? Like you wear mask, right? The only thing you can see is your eyes.
that's the best shortcut now. I think I love it because I don't have to do my face. I just have to do my eyes. I love it. I
Yeah,
totally love it.
right, right.
It's the
It's
best.
so good.
It's the best cheat. Actually, right now is the best cheat. You just have to do your
Yeah,
eyes and you're out of the house.
I
Yeah.
know, right? Then lipstick sucks big time because like you have to reapply it all the time, like after you eat or after you drink something, or it's horrible. And then you feel like so greasy around your mouth. I really don't like the feeling.
Yes. Oh, totally
Yeah.
agree. Those were the days where I would really wear a lot of lipstick, and now I'm just like, lip balm, keep my lip moist,
Mm-hmm.
and then healthy, and that's about it. But for the
Mm-hmm.
different seasonal, I will still go for like Chinese New Year, like the
Mm-hmm.
red.
Yes, yes, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I am very sure that, of course, I know your story, but the audience does not know your story. So perhaps you can share your interesting story on how you went into the makeup industry.
Oh, this is an interesting story. So I started my makeup career at a very young age of, let's say, 20.
Mhm.
All
Oh,
right.
wow. That's like
So
my age now.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
I have to spray on some stuff to look much, much younger than
Mm.
so how I got into it was actually interest. Of course, I started playing with makeup, my mom's makeup at a very young age of 9, sneaking into her
Mhm.
stuff. Then I started wearing makeup out at 11, and then of course, those days in the 80s itself, our very big colors was electric blue, green
Mm.
and gold eyeshadow and all. And so
Mm.
I actually have like pictures of me with green and gold eyeshadow with super orange lipstick. And I asked my mom, why did you let me leave the house looking like that? She said, you were very cute. You were like, cute? Oh my God. It's like,
Cute
wow.
is pretty.
At that time, it's like, it's cute. And they're like, oh my God, 80s was the worst fashion sense. Don't you agree?
I know, right? The
Yeah,
Madonna face, where you wear the
exactly.
quarter tights with the fluffy tutu thing.
Yes, exactly. So it's anything that goes. So how I got into it was actually my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
We were on a family trip, and we were getting ready to go for dinner. So I brought my makeup. I was doing my makeup, and she was watching behind me in the mirror, staring at how I was doing my makeup. After I was done, she asked me, girl, come and do grandma's makeup. And I'm like, Grandma, I don't have a lot of makeup. I say, Grandma old, don't need a lot of makeup. So I did her makeup. After that, she said, you know what? You do a pretty good job. Maybe you could think about this as your career. Go like, advice from grandma should be something good. Okay. So that's how I got into it. So I started researching on makeup and pursuing this beauty
Mm-hmm.
industry. So yeah, this
I
was where, yeah.
I know that you are going into you went into makeup when you flew to US, right? To
Oh,
study. So
that
which yeah, yeah.
that one. I went to first. I started out my initial interaction, my initial contact with makeup was actually with Shuemura, which is the
Mm-hmm.
Japanese makeup, the
Mm-hmm.
only school in Singapore, that's
Oh.
out of Japan. So I started
Mm-hmm.
with them first, and I did about a 4-month course. Loved it. Then I started pursuing into LA to
Mm-hmm.
further my makeup career. So working in LA, went to school there, and then after that, I was hired to be their head of makeup instructor. So
Oh.
yeah, that's how I got into the Hollywood scene, started
Mhm.
working there and then teaching there, and had the best time of my life.
How many years were you there for?
I was there for 4.5 years. Four and a half
Wow,
years.
that's a long time. So like what were your first few jobs that you did there?
Oh, basically training was mainly my job there, and then as and when there is tiny break or whatsoever, they would actually call on the school to ask if there's any makeup artists available to work on projects. So I work on
Mhm.
short films, I work on low budget, then I work on bigger budget, and work on pretty big celebrities.
Mhm.
Actually, coming back to Singapore, then I work on much bigger celebrities. But working over
Mm.
there, I've worked on Rita Wilson, which is Tom Hanks' wife. Then I worked on the other one, which is Tom Hanks' wife. Then the other one is Steven Spielberg's wife. Uh,
Ah, oh wow.
I can't remember. Okay, never mind. So then I
I
also
know
work
I
on.
know you did I know you did The Rock as well, right?
Yes, that one was back in Singapore actually. He was here to
Oh.
promote the Scorpion King. And I also worked
Ah.
on Maggie Q, that hot
Mhm.
babe. Yeah,
Yes,
so I
yes.
did her. Yes, so that was the fun. Those was all back in Singapore, and I work on few Hong Kong celebrities and local celebrities. So yeah, I've been very blessed. Yeah, so
But
working on all
how
this.
do you feel like because as a young makeup artist, right? I'm sure like your hands are shivering or you're breaking out in cold sweat when you see all these stars, celebrities.
Actually, the key to doing this is actually I learned it from my big shifu back in States itself. She
Mm-hmm.
says the instruction that even we teach our students itself is very important is that you don't go how to say become a whole groupie frenzy.
Mm.
You will
Yes,
make
yes.
the actor actresses very uncomfortable because you start
Uh,
going goo gaga over them.
yes.
So far I've never actually had a goo goo gaga session other than only one, because he was just so hot.
Okay, which one?
Russell Wong. He's an Asian,
Oh,
and the
yes.
funny thing is Russell Wong shot by Russell Wong. The
Ah,
photographer,
yes, the photographer.
yes, the well-known one, in also the
Yes.
the yeah, the 90s itself. Yeah.
Our
So
era.
yes, our era. So he was so tall and so handsome. So, he was the only one that I was gaga with. I wasn't shivering. It's just that, he was just so charming. But other than that itself, I've always, every artist that I worked on or celebrity I've worked on itself, I always treated them as just another friend. So having a very simple conversation like how's your day, what's going on, and that keeps them really comfortable and make them at ease. So yeah, so it's not really an issue. So for any new artists out there, don't become too goo goo gaga over them and make them feel very most important thing is always putting your artist at ease. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the person that you are doing makeup for has to feel confident that you will do a good job, right? As opposed to you being distracted by anything else, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it has been a really, really fun ride for me, and I still love it. So now it's more, for me now is more passing down my knowledge and giving, basically, training people now is more my forte. It's more my thing. It has always been my thing, but now it's really more into it. Yeah.
A lot of women come to me, right? They want good skin and all this. Hey, Sharifah, how do you have good skin? And then the next question they say, oh, I don't know how to put on makeup. I'm so lazy and all that. And then I start to encourage them, say, you need to learn how to put on some makeup. So maybe perhaps as a makeup artist, you can share with them, like, why is it important for any woman, for that matter of fact, like learn how to groom themselves in terms of how to apply makeup?
Well, I think beauty is like, I think in our industry we always say the same line, and it's a repeated to death, I think, is that there's no ugly women, just lazy ones.
Yes.
Putting in just that few minutes itself, and especially now we can just cheat and just do the eye and not do the rest of our face because most of the time we are wearing a mask. So for me, it's like if you were to do enhancing of your eyes, your eyebrows, and even if you don't want to wear full makeup, either learn how to put on a pretty good eyeliner or put on a really good mascara. Application wise, I think it would enhance your eyes a lot and it will make a big difference already. Yeah. And now, of course, with blusher right now is really no point because everything's being covered up. So, yeah. So just enhancing your eye in that way, it makes a very big difference. And women wearing a little bit of makeup itself, one, makes you look good, gives you self-confidence. Second of all, it empowers you to make you, to really, how can I say this? It's like, when you look good, you feel good, Yeah, I mean, this line has been so common, but when you really apply and everybody complain, oh, you look so good today, or oh, you look so fresh, it's so nice when somebody compliment you in that way.
Yes,
yeah,
definitely,
I think,
definitely.
yeah, it's really a simple steps. If you just learn, having good skin is, of course, definitely you are the queen of educating that. With your organic products and whatever, that you're using itself on people's skin and promoting that, I think it makes a very big diff. And then with a little bit of makeup itself, enhancing the eyes itself, and that's voila, done.
Speaking of Hollywood, right, there are a lot of women who want to know how to do that classic look, like the old, now Sharon Stone is like old already, but that time Sharon Stone, Kim Basinger, who else? Who's that blondie?
Many blondies,
many blondies. Our time, a lot
Marilyn
of
Monroe.
Yeah, Marilyn. So this time of a classic look that is like a lifetime, or Audrey Hepburn. The eyes are always the main focus. So if let's say someone like, hello, ma'am, hi, who's this? Reshma, hi, Reshma. So so to do Hollywood makeup, since you went to Hollywood, you went to LA to learn, and then you see and you experience the makeup style there. So if a woman wants to do that classic look, right, how does she achieve that kind of look? Does it take a long time?
Actually, no. not really a long time. It's just that, you know, Hollywood is like the quintessential standard of beauty. And if you really want to create your own style, first you got to try out all the different looks, and then you can find a style that is your most comfortable and what you really like. Look
Yes.
at Gwen Stefani. Gwen Stefani has created her own style of platinum blonde hair, really red,
Yes.
really strong eyebrow. That is her signature look. And she has always gone for the very 50s eyeliner with the wing. Same thing with Marilyn Monroe. She has the very wing eye and then the really strong pouty lips. That is her signature with that curly blonde hair. Every one of them has a signature. Madonna used to be a chameleon. She changes her look every other album that she had when she goes on stage. And look at Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Taylor was known for her amazing bushy brows and then that flawless complexion and that beautiful red crimson lips. So if you want a whole classic look, you must first experiment, you know, with the different eyebrows, with different shapes, and then you can find a style that is really most suitable for you. You don't have to do the wing eyeliner, but you can just draw an eyeliner that is suitable for you. And I feel that Hollywood is always that beautiful, thick, luscious lash. Don't you agree?
When you say that, right, I feel like taking my makeup and draw my eyebrows. Like suddenly, I don't have enough eyebrows.
It's the style now, but the thing is, if you follow the trend, you know, I would say trend brow. Trend brow now is still the very Korean look, which is the trend brow. I would call them those trendy brows because in those days, 80s was the really thin, fine brows, and then in the 90s was the coming back of the bushy brows, and then now it's just horribly straight Korean brow who is expressionless, which I totally just do not endorse, but it is the trend now. So like I said, it is a trend brow, and everybody has gone and tattooed their brows. And my guys say, what will happen if the next trend is going to be a thin brow? What are they going to do?
Erase.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I say when you're following a trend brow, you got to worry that what's going to happen next, because makeup, it's a repeat of cycle and it's been tweaked through the period of all the different periods itself. So if you want to do a trend brow and it's a permanent look, those were the days, remember, in the 80s itself, the whole tattooed eyebrows that has turned blue and green. Yeah, and then the tattoo eyeliner, top and bottom. So can you imagine if you follow the trend this way and then 20 years down the road, it's out of fashion and you're stuck with it? So I always advise people, why don't you pick a brow that is more classic? You know, classical brows. Classic brows itself is through the times. You know, so in that way, I recommend people according to their face shape and the body structure to get proportion and structure. While instead of following trend, you can draw. Trend, you can draw it on.
Yes, correct.
But if you're going to get it semi-permanent or permanent, pick something that is classy, that you know will follow through the time, will last through the time. You know, for me, I recommend that. So that's a personal preference. But every school has different school of thoughts. Yeah, so that's me.
So mainly they focus on the brows, and how about the eyes? Because I know some they like the smoky eye color, or what can be applied if, let's say, I like the Hollywood, you know, classic Hollywood look, and I want to do it every day. So what are the colors for the eyes?
Well, even till now, it's a smoky eyes has there's so many range of different smokiness. You have the natural smoke, you have the really goth look where there's two black patches, you know, totally non-blended. So if you want something that that's gonna then again last through the time again, you want something that you know you are comfortable with. And for me, I would prefer that you start with a very gentle smoke first, and then depending on your occasion that you're going with, then you apply more or you apply less accordingly. But to find your own personal style is something that is how much time are you willing to invest in really making yourself up. Some of us 5 minutes, some of us 10 minutes. I had a girl that I did a class with, and she would spend 1 hour on her makeup. And at the end of the class itself, it was a very basic class. And then I asked everybody, do you like your makeup? And she said no. And go like, okay, I was a little shocked because it was the first time ever so many classes, nobody ever said they don't like the makeup. So I asked her, why is it that you don't like? And she said, oh, because if I'm going to spend 1 hour doing my makeup, I want to look like I put on makeup. I'm like, okay, you are the first. So I said, oh, that's the easy part. Let me just show you. So I just pile on a lot more colors and put on a little bit more blush and all. I said, now this is how I like it. I'm like, okay. So it's really to each his own.
Yes, yes. So I get it. So it's like how much color you can take, right? How much color you think is too much or too little. Because, you know, I've done brides, and when I put color on them, they say, this is too much, this is too much. And then they ask me to tone it down, and it looks exactly like me now. Like I just have like pinky light sparkle and the highlight, and that's it. That's it for a bride. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, you see, a lot of time with brides, it's always how comfortable they are. If they are a person like I'm gonna have a bride really soon, and she's like, she showed me a picture, and I asked her a few questions. Some of the few questions have you do you apply makeup constantly or every day? She said, I've never applied makeup. I go like, okay. So I said, so for your day itself, you want it natural and still look like you? Say yes, very important. I want my husband to recognize me. I was like, okay. So with this kind of bride itself, just a little bit of eyeliner to her is like you overdid it.
Yes, you're right.
To us itself, it's not even there, darling. You know. For those of us who wear makeup itself, like, you know, we put on quite heavy. To us, eyeliner, just a little bit of eyeliner or really fine liner itself, to us is very natural. But to them, it's like, oh my God, it's like you're making me drama, or you're making me look like I'm ready to go on stage. I'm going like, sweetie, it's just for the pictures. It's like I always tell my bride, this is not for you to look at. This is for your picture to look good.
Yes, you don't want to look like a ghost, you know, like, where's the bride?
So a lot of time when we do on bride itself, the difference is because it's a photographic makeup. Photographic makeup, everything we do is all for the sake of the picture to look good. When you're in person, you're looking at each other, looking at her, she will look like she's slightly overdone. But the picture comes out, she will look so natural. So what I usually do now is after I'm done with the makeup, she will say that, oh, it's too much, it's too much. Say, you just hang on, let me take a picture of you. So I'll take a picture and I show her and say, oh, I look very natural, yeah? I say, yes, because it's all for pictures. But of course, when you're looking in the mirror itself, you will think that it's too much, but actually it's very natural. Okay, it's already very toned down. It's all for the camera.
And also you have to take into consideration that throughout the hours that you are with makeup, right, the oils are going to blend in and the colors going to mute out, you know, and perspiration, all that. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. So, okay, if let's say there's two things that you would emphasize anybody to use to do a quick makeover on themselves, two items on the face, what would you recommend them to focus on?
When we go off mask, then it will be your lashes. Okay, of course the eyes and the lips. But if you don't have time to do your eyeshadow and all, mascara and lips. That's it. Yeah.
Okay,
your
mascara and lips.
If your eyebrows is well groomed, then you are safe. You save a lot of time. Just get your mascara. Learn how to apply a really good application of mascara, and then choose a really good color for yourself on lips, and then voila. The eyes is to give you enhance, and then the lips is to give you color. That's it. So this is the two things that's the minimal that you should apply. Yeah,
I think so too.
The current state itself, you can get away with no lips, so you can save on your lipstick and then just play a little bit more on your eye. So that's my feeling right now.
Okay, so I know a lot of my customers keep asking me, because I used to teach basic makeup, but now I'm too busy and too lazy. So So
This
I
was
know
like,
that you do. Yeah, I'm too busy and too lazy. So I know that now you do courses, even online makeup courses, right? So would you like to share like what type of courses they can expect, like in person or online, or you know?
so basically, online itself, we'll do the theory classes. So we'll
Mm-hmm.
do the theory first, and then on offline itself, that means on face to face, we will do the application.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a really fun, like a 2 day class that we will do,
Mm-hmm.
like a day of theory and for about
Mm-hmm.
maybe 5 hours. And then
Mm-hmm.
after that, we will do a whole full day of like
Mm-hmm.
6 hours. So it's 3 hours in the morning, we will play with makeup, and then another 3 hours in the afternoon to play with makeup so that, you know, you watch a demo and then you
Mm-hmm.
apply for yourself. And then this is more for personal classes. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so that's what I do now, mostly.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
that is for personal makeup. Okay, so if someone already know how to do make their own makeup and they want to like do a little bit more like glamorous makeup, so do you have another course for it or is the same one?
So what we are in the midst of actually planning right now is actually do a class that is called Dolly Eye. So basically
Ah,
the focus on your eye itself.
uh-huh.
So how to learn how to do your double take to make your eye bigger, and then how to do different false
Ah,
eyelashes, learning the different technique of mascara application and lash application itself, all the different shapes of lashes itself to
mhm.
create that whole Dolly Eye illusion. Yeah, so that's the other one in the midst of planning right now.
Oh, okay. So if let's say someone like go a step further, so you have basic and then we have a little bit of more of the eye makeup because that's where it centers on, right? Especially now that we're wearing masks. So if let's say someone who wants to become a makeup artist, so do you have another, course for that?
The makeup artist course itself more a one-on-one because
Mm-hmm.
of the time constraint, and because the whole school, the academy, is in the midst of planning right now. I will share that with
Mm-hmm.
you on a private. So that's happening. That's also happening, and academy it's in a pipeline. But
Right. Oh,
right now I'm still doing more one-on-one on if there's anyone interested to become a makeup artist itself.
mhm.
So I had student that came all the way from Mauritius to learn with me. I have
Oh,
also
wow.
yeah, so she's from the Mauritius student right now. She's one of the most sought after
Mm-hmm.
makeup artists in her country now by all the
Mm-hmm.
high top end pageants and then the
Mm-hmm.
photographers.
Mm-hmm.
And from India, I also had another student come all the way here to learn, train with me. And
Mm-hmm.
now she is the most sought after makeup artist in her little city. And she is booked 6 months ahead now.
Oh, wow. So we must sought after you so that we can be also sought after, right?
Yes. because the course because the course itself is very intense and it's a full day course,
Mm-mm.
and because it is so intense, your one-on-one is I'm watching you like a hawk. And the
Mm-mm.
important thing is when you're learning makeup itself is your skill, and you want to practice your skill on the person itself, on models itself, and then to
Yes.
then I'm catching you with every single touch that you're every single move I'm correcting
Yes.
you. That
Yes.
is the whole purpose of learning with me. So
Yes.
that's the difference when you do a one-on-one session. Yeah. So, of course, when it was a one-on-one, it's pricier than a group itself. Yeah.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Because anyway, it's a professional course, so I think it's good to have a one-on-one with the instructor. Then you have all the time to ask questions or be corrected to refine your skills and all that, right?
Exactly. And you're not learning a look. A lot of schools right now, it's a really smart way to make money, actually. I'm giving away tips. If I want to train you just to train you on a look itself,
Yes.
after, take for example, right now, we're back again to Korean look. If I were to
Mm-hmm.
train you on Korean look, you can only do this one look, and you can only
Yes.
make money on this one look. And after
Yes.
this trend, what is it going to be? There's going to be another trend, it's going to be another look. So I'm going to
Mm.
make money again on another look.
Mm.
So
Yes. Yes.
it's a
Correct.
fabulous way for trainers itself to make money. But
Mm-hmm.
if you are if you're looking into making this into your career, you don't want to
Mm-hmm.
learn one. You want to
Mm-hmm.
learn skill to be able
Mm-hmm.
to create looks.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Understand, understand.
Korean looks itself is basically it's a whole layering of colors, the layering of the foundation to get that whole very glowy yet very translucent skin itself. Just the foundation alone, just to create the foundation alone, it's almost like 6 layers.
Oh wow, that's horrible.
I've seen this artist who was teaching this Korean look, and just the base alone was 6 hours long. 6 hours of application just on the foundation. So I'm like, why are we wasting so much time? You know what I mean? Six
Yes.
layers, we could have completed the whole look already. And then
Yes.
eyeshadow alone is like she was using a whole palette of colors, and I'm like thinking, it's like so thin. Each layer is like so thin, and like, okay, we can like cut short by like 4 colors and then we're done. You know what I mean? For us, time is money. As an artist, time is money. But for them, the whole layering and layering and layer, I guess if you have that much time, why not?
Why, yes, why not, man? All right, Karen, thank you so much for the input. I think I've learned some stuff today too. Like I've known you for a long time, but every time I speak to you, right, I always learn something new. So
Oh, my pleasure, darling.
yes. So for those who are interested, I'll put your, sorry, excuse me, my hand is shivering now. So I'll put your link into this post. So I'm going to screen grab this and put it on YouTube and send it to you as well, so that everybody can re-watch the whole video and get the tips again. And then, of course, reach out to you if they are interested in becoming a makeup artist or just learn how to do basic makeup. All right?
Oh, thanks, darling. Have a great evening.
Yes, you
Bye.
enjoy your night out. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.